into her. The bear's not gonna. So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear.
It's because a man done did something to her. The bear's not gonna. So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear.
It's because a man done did something to her. The bear's not gonna. So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear.
It's because a man done did something to her. The bear's not gonna. So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men
leave.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Devil's Advocate, the live stream. How you guys doing? Hope you guys had a good week so far. Right? Pretty much about to be end. Hope you guys had a good week. So, I think we'll have a decent live tonight. I have a good bunch of videos on the docket, so hope you guys will like it. I want to start out, but just as always, just saying thank you. Right? Thank you for all the support. Watching my videos, subscribing, liking, commenting. 3,300. I'm hoping, right? Personally, hoping that I can get as close to 5K by the end of the year. I hope, but still, the growth that the growth that I have right now, I'm happy that I get all the support I've been getting. So I just want to say thank you for all the support. You guys are amazing. Okay. So, yes, I got a bunch of videos up. So I think it's going to be fun. We're going to check out some good videos. We're going to react to it. We're going to give some opinions. We're going to give some thoughts. Right. So yeah, let's get started. As always, let's get some Kendra G videos on the docket. All right. All right, let's react to this video.
Hello?
Hi.
You got a flashlight or something?
Yes, I do.
I want to say, you is the best light I ever seen in a car, girl. Is your name Alexis?
Yes.
Okay. Alexis, where you calling us from?
Washington, D.C.
DC! I had so much fun in DC, child. How old are you, Alexis?
28.
28. What you do for a living?
I have 3 jobs. So my main job is I'm a cloud professional.
A what?
A cloud professional. So I'm in tech.
Okay.
I also work as a waitress, and I also own my own apartment building. So I own multiple Airbnbs.
You own and what else? You said you own Wendy's too?
I own my own apartment building.
Oh, okay.
Impressive, right? I who knows, right? I would if I don't want to own. I'm not really crazy about owning property. I'd rather own stocks. But if I ever own a apartment, a property, I want to do apartments, because you might as well get the all that in one go instead of buying a whole bunch of different houses. So impressive. But here's the thing. She must be doing really well for herself. Okay, a job in tech. Waitresses, I don't understand that. But and then an owner of Rich, amazing. Thank you for the support. Thank you. You're amazing. Parasocial, thank you. Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but if she says what she says is true, it's impressive. Yeah, but not many 28-year-olds would have the same resume. Owning an apartment building. An apartment building is not cheap. I don't know any kind of apartment building you can own for less than $500,000. So
and you waitress. So 3
Yo, Blue, thank you for joining.
jobs. You work in tech. You say you do cloud what?
I'm a cloud engineer.
Engineer. Okay. Okay, Alexis DC 28. You have any kids?
Nope.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Capricorn. You ever been married?
Nope.
Impressive, right? You know, a barber and a hotel owner. I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? I'll give people prop. If you can own a large investment property like that and have a job with whatever ordinary job, barber, I'm impressed.
Okay, never married. Let's do it. We got Alexis DC 28. No kids. She has 3 jobs. Cloud engineer. She's a waitress. Also owns her own apartment building. What kind of man you looking for? She's a Capricorn too. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I want a man that's a provider.
She wants a man that's a provider. No surprise. I'm not surprised, but here's the thing, right? I was so impressed by her resume. But this is the thing with women. It's useless. Women's resumes are useless. Here's the thing, right? Parasocial said he knows a guy that's a barber and owns a hotel. Essentially, this man is, I wouldn't necessarily say high value, but wanted. Because him being a barber makes money. Him owning a hotel building, that makes money. So he is valuable to women. This is why I constantly say women's money, their job, their achievement means nothing. Their career means nothing. Because here's the thing. When you want a provider, what does it mean? What does you owning a hotel mean? Nothing. Okay? Because you're not providing. You're not contributing. You're really not. Okay? You're not giving him money. You having a tech job means what? Nothing. Right? Essentially, you want to make money for yourself and at the same time get a man to take away your adult responsibility. So now she can make money for herself and not worry about bills, rent, any kind of expenses. Because the man is taking care of her. He's providing. So essentially the money she's making is all for herself. And that is why I constantly said women's money, career, their job means nothing. Because they constantly ask, here's a woman, she owns an apartment building. She has a tech job. Yet here she is asking, I want a provider. The insanity in that. The insanity in that. When you have such a desirable job, a tech job, okay, and you own an apartment building, right? And yet you still have the entitlement to ask for a provider. So again, this is why I constantly say women's money, their career, their degree, their job, right? It doesn't mean nothing to men because at the end of the day, women constantly ask for men to use their money, for men to give money to them.
I want a traditional man in a sense. So I want a man that pays the bills. I want a man that leads the household. If we're moving. I just want a man's man. I also want somebody who likes to travel. I travel a lot, maybe 10 international countries a year. You don't have to travel as much, but just have an interest in traveling. I also want a man that's extremely honest. I mean, I feel like some people tell little white lies because they don't want to hurt your feelings or whatever the case may be. I'm very blunt, and I think I would want that kind of partner in return, someone who can be as transparent with me as I am with them. And I guess lastly, somebody romantic. I have not really had as much luck finding people who like to please. So I would like.
She doesn't have much luck of men that wants to please. Here's the thing, right? I mean, I don't think she's a broke chick, but here's the thing. It don't matter. Broke or rich, she still requires a man to provide, right? She still requires a man to please her. This is the insanity of it, right? This is the insanity of it. What does a man get? Her body? Great. Her body, right? It's like, honestly, that her body is, it's God-given for every woman. Every woman has the the box. All right? So really, she's nothing special. Nothing special. Okay? This is the insanity of so many women that they can't understand. No wonder they have a problem of finding men to please, because honestly, men that, let's say this, men that can provide, men that can please, they see why. What makes you so special that I need to provide for you, that I need to please you? And usually, right, women have no way of, like, they can't do nothing, right? They can't say anything or do anything, because here's the thing. What they can do is pretty much just have sex. And really, cheaper women, right? Less hard work women, less difficult women, you can still get that from. So in a man's eyes, like, give me a reason why I need to go above and beyond for you. Women can't, right? Women can attract men. The problem I constantly find is women cannot keep men.
Like to find someone that's similar to what I can provide to somebody else.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Broke.
What can you provide to someone else? A man that can provide for you. Why would he need you to provide for him? Okay? Why? This is the thing where it's honestly amazing to me. It's always one way. Okay? Men that make money, they have never needed women to provide for them. Here's the thing. I never tout to be rich or in any way. Okay? But I've worked hard for my money. I've never needed one time to ask a girl I'm dating, I'm dealing with, to give me money. Never. Right? Never paid for dates, never paid for travel, never paid for, I don't know, gifts, never paid for nothing to me. Because I don't need it. Okay? Men that make money, men that, you know what, are hardworking, diligent, they have rarely, if ever, needed women to provide. So really, the insanity that, oh, I need a man that can provide for me like I can provide for him. You can't provide for him. You can't. This is why, right? Why women like this are having a hard time finding men. Because one, you don't provide for men. You don't provide for men even if they could provide for you, right? You're not paying his bills. You're not paying his mortgage. You're not paying his rent. You're not paying his utilities. You're not paying for his travels. So really, you're not providing for men, all right? And two, men that can do it, they don't need it. They're not like women, all right? They're not needing women to pay for their rent, pay for their utilities, all right? So it's totally different. What men want from women and what women want from men are vastly different. And sadly, right, more men can provide more for women than what women can provide for men, especially nowadays.
Uh,
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty open. I know you can't have it all, so I don't care if you're that tall. As long as you 5'5", 5'6" or taller, I don't care if you're fat, skinny, short. You can't have it all. Looks, I'm willing to settle on. I cannot settle on what you bring to the table financially, and I cannot settle on too many kids. I can't do more than 2, and your kids cannot be under 10. Oh, and then anyone that's not ambitious. Like, recently I matched with a doctor on a dating app, and I was just like, I said, what do you do? He's like, I'm a doctor. And he was just like, I was like, okay, so what's your goals? He was just like, oh no, I kind of blocked you because, like, what do you mean what's my goals? Is a doctor not enough? I don't want.
What's your goal? Your goal is becoming a doctor. This is the insanity of women. A doctor is not enough for this woman. What's your goal as a doctor? My goal as a doctor is to be a doctor. What's your goal as a lawyer? Is to be a lawyer. I've reached my goal. Now I'm just working. The absolute insanity. This woman is like, this is why this woman is saying she has a hard time finding men. At 28, right? At 28, she is hitting the danger zone in the sense that her standards are going harder and harder for men to even care to meet. Okay? Her high-ass financial standards, okay? At 28, she's reaching that mark. Once she hits 30, 35, her high-ass financial standards, well, it don't fly. It won't fly. Not as easy. Unless this man, this is the thing. As older you get, the older the man must be for him to meet those financial standards. So really, at 28, maybe you can deal with a man that's 40, 45, right? That could deal with your financial standards. At 35, you're going to have to jump to like 60, 70, right? So be sure about that.
Somebody who's content with where they are. A doctor is being a doctor is amazing. I understand what you guys go through to get there, but why can't you want more? I guess me having 3 jobs shows you that I'm never comfortable with being in one place.
Not being he need to run for the president. He's already a surgeon, and that ain't enough for you.
It's not a money thing more, so I guess it's an ambition thing. Yeah.
Well, let's start a couple things. I mean, I cracked up when you said broke. I don't know, the way you said it was just funny. What is broke to you?
Also, ambition. So the ambition. What does it mean? Great, saying that you own an apartment is not really a job, right? But fine. A waitress? The hell is that? It's like the audacity for a woman that has the second job as a waitress saying a doctor isn't ambitious. The ambition is becoming that doctor. He's reached his ambition.
Broke to me is living check to check. I try to live it where 10% of my income is spent on expenses and bills. If you out here, 70% of your income goes towards your expenses, you're not somebody I want to talk to because you're living way beyond your means. I don't care if you're cheap. I don't care if you like, you know what, we can't go out this weekend because I need to save up some money. I need somebody that's fiscally responsible. Broke is broke. Like, you can't afford your car note. I had a guy's car get repo from my house. No, I don't deal with those kind of people. Broke is broke.
Is there a dollar amount to broke for you?
Ideally, I want somebody that makes more than me, so at least 200 or more.
Okay. So
200. You are looking for the 1%. Literally the 1%. This is, it is fine for women to have whatever, standards they want. Cool. Okay? But here's the thing that women seem to not understand. Is that your standards are your problem. In the sense that if you have never reached it, if you have never found a man that can meet your standards, obviously you probably don't qualify for it. But here's the thing. Great. Women can have whatever standards they want. But I think at the end of the day, women have to understand. Let's say this. She's 28. The problem is when she's 38, she's wondering why she's still single. Right? She's still in the dating market. Wondering why. Where, you know what? You weren't actually smart enough to, when you had the time, finding the actual man you want. I'm sorry, at 28, she should have focused on a man at 21 that made 200K. Right? Let's say this, at 21, if she focused on a man at 21, she could have probably found a 40-year-old, right, that made that much. Because I said, as women don't understand their true value. A lot of women's true value is honestly in their youth, in their beauty. Plain and simple. She's not terrible looking. She's a little bit too caked up for me. So, but I wouldn't say never, but I'm saying that on her track record, it's going to get harder and harder. Right? If she's not going to find a man soon, it doesn't get easier with time.
100K to you would be not enough.
No.
No. Okay. So 200K or more. Ooh, child. Okay. So we got there early. Should he look a certain way?
No. I told you, physically, I don't really care. It looks fade. So, in 20, 30, 40 years, you're not going to look the way you did when I met you. So why do I care if you Denzel Washington? I'm okay. As long as you don't have too many tattoos on your face, we all good to go.
Okay. We gotta do the Kendra cam. I know you in the car, but we gotta do the Kendra cam.
All right, hold on. 'Cause-
Oh, it's dark. I feel like you have a nice shape.
Oh, she looks like she has a doctor made booty. Look at that. Look at that shape. Right? I mean that I don't know about you guys, but that looks like a doctor made booty. Does it not to you guys?
Okay. But it's dark. It's hard to see you. Ooh. I can't hear you, baby. We can't hear you, boo. Ooh, she wants us to see this body.
Sorry. Yeah.
All right. Okay, yeah, you was walking and then
Yeah.
okay, what you got home?
No, I'm at work.
You oh, you were going to work.
Yes.
All right. Let's do it. Now the last question I asked you, we did the Kendra Cam.
Yes.
Okay. So after the Kendra Cam, okay. When was your last relationship?
11
Wait,
years
you
ago.
want to do the Kendra Cam now with some light?
Yeah, besides the trollers and the internet. Hold on. Can you do me a favor? Can you hold the phone real quick?
Okay, we see you. All right. If you just tuning in, this is the
I'm sorry. That looks like, you know, low key gay. I think that looks fake. In my opinion, that booty looks fake.
Texas, DC, 28, Capricorn, no kids. A mom, yeah. You mom to 3?
No, I have no children.
I'm sorry, that's the wrong person. What's your name again?
Alexis.
Yeah, I have you right.
No kids.
Oh, 3 jobs. I'm sorry.
3 jobs.
Here we go. All right, I said 3, mom to 3. It's 3 jobs. All right, if you just tuned in, here we go. We have
Okay.
Alexis, DC, 28, Capricorn. She has no kids, has 3 jobs, cloud engineer, a waitress, owns her own apartment building. You said correct? Or
Yes, that's correct.
no broke men. She made that clear. 200K is the preference. 100K is not enough.
Nope.
Okay. Now, when was your last relationship, Alexis?
11 years ago.
11? You've been single for 11 years?
You know how people go relationship to relationship to relationship? I kind of feel like that's what dating should be for. Like when I meet people and they be like, well, why are you and your ex break up? Well, it just didn't work
that
out.
wouldn't be
We
11.
weren't
If
a
you
good
go
fit.
relationship to relationship, that means the last one wouldn't have been 11
No,
years.
no, no, no. I'm speaking on other people, what they do.
Okay.
This is why I don't do it. I think dating should be the time when you're getting to know somebody. You're trying to figure out the red flags. If you're willing to accept those red flags, if you're willing to accept every part of them. When I get in the next relationship, I want it to be somebody I'm willing to marry. And I don't see why that needs to be rushed. So,
Okay, I have a question. In those 11 years, are you having sex?
yes, I've dated people exclusively. I just
Haven't been in a relationship in 11 years, but you know what? She's still out in those streets. She's still giving her body, her booty, to the men that don't qualify for a relationship. Men don't qualify for a relationship to her. Yet, these same men that don't qualify for relationships, they qualify for her body. So a relationship with her is worth more than her body. Her body is worth a whole lot less. Yeah. So really, then what is the man really paying for? What is the man really paying for?
haven't gotten to the point where I wanted to make them my boyfriend.
Okay, so dating exclusively means neither one of you guys date other people.
Correct.
So help me understand. Maybe I'm ignorant. Why would that not be a relationship if you're both just seeing each other?
I can still text other people. I just choose not. I can still go on a dates with other people. I just choose not to. And sometimes depends on who I'm dating. Some people I'll still date other people. You know, go out for a few dates. I'm just not actively sleeping with anyone else because I prefer to sleep with one person at a time. So
Okay.
I guess that's the difference. I don't answer to anybody.
Okay.
If
And
I
I'm
want to meet somebody, get their number, I can. I'm still single.
okay.
You don't answer to nobody. You still sleep with these men that don't qualify for your standards. Yeah, this woman ain't. This is the thing, right? Where women don't understand why they are the reason why they honestly don't qualify for the men of a certain caliber, right? Women like this, honestly, men that can even meet her standards, they will only see this woman as a pump and dump. For a good time, not a long time.
And I
And you
was
can too.
okay. So my assumption is because I know you have a high salary request. Do all these men meet your 200K requirement?
Yes. It's
Okay.
pretty normal though in DC. DC incomes are higher, and I'm in tech, so everyone in my field pretty much makes at least 150 or higher.
This is true. Now I want to ask this question. But you also said that these dating experiences never grew to a committed relationship. Why not?
I think because I feel like the dating pool has a little bit of pee in it, and I feel like sometimes people.
The dating pool has pee in it. Usually it's her pee. Usually it's women's pee. Right? The dating pool has pee in it. Yet there are these men, but while there's pee in the pool, right? So low quality men. Yet you are willing to give your body to these low quality men. Right? You're not giving these, you're not going into a relationship with these men because there's pee in the pool. Yet it's fine for you to give your body to men. This is honestly, this is the thing. This is why men don't even value women's bodies, right? One of the prizes you can get, right, for a woman to give to a man, children, their bodies, their youth. Men don't value that anymore. Men don't value that anymore. Why? Women will give children to shitty ass men. Women will give children to the pookies, the players, the bad boys, men that don't even meet women's own standards. So, children is not that big of a deal. Youth, they will spend their years on shitty ass men. Shitty ass men that don't even meet their standards again. So really, women's youth is really nothing special because again, youth is always there, right? You can always go to the next one. Women's bodies, okay. No different there. Women's body, no value there. Because here's the thing. Women will still give their bodies to men that don't meet their standards. Men that don't even need to give these women relationships. So imagine this. A man that can meet these women's standards. Why would they even want that? Why would they even want these women? Because one, women's giving children, not important anymore, right? Not that valuable. Their youth, it's all these things, right? Youth, children, those are slowly getting passed, right? And their body, more and more as women age, more and more men are using it. So really, this is the thing where women understand. As men's value appreciate, right? Men get more money as they go older, which women value. This woman pretty much only values men's money. So I'll find it funny why she can't even get a relationship from these men, or she doesn't even want a relationship from these men, when pretty much she only values money. But here's the thing. Like I said, as men age, they appreciate because they get more money over time. For women, they will depreciate. Why? Their youth slowly withers away, right? baby making years are slowly withering away, or they've made too many babies, right? And their body, over time, plenty of men are using it. Plenty of men have used it. So really, where's the value? Where's the dating market value for women?
People like to ignore red flags, and I've ignored a few. I'll get with somebody and sexually it's not cutting it for me, and I'll keep dating them knowing I wouldn't marry this person. Or it'll be something where I've dated people.
Sexually doesn't cut it for you. This woman must like have a high ass body count.
Who were financially not on the same page as me, trying to help them. So I've helped them get new jobs. I'll do resumes, help them do interviews. And then I realized that some people just aren't meant to make a lot of
Yo, Parasoldier, what country are you from? I didn't know you were from another country.
money. I help them get these jobs, and then all of a sudden they start acting funny. I just feel like you have to be aligned. And I haven't really felt anybody that was I haven't really met anyone that I was on the same page with. But I'm patient. So I've just been traveling and doing me. I'm not hurt. But I guess that's the reason why it's so easy for me to do the non-committed thing. Because I would be a little bit more offended if these are my boyfriends. These are not my boyfriends. They are people I've enjoyed for the season, and I'm moving on.
These aren't your boyfriend. These are men you allowed to enjoy your body. This is a thing where women, it's like, it amazes me, right? It really does. To think that, what do women even think men think? So she's not terrible looking, body looks like a doctor made it, but does she think men are desiring? Men want to commit to this. A woman that will give her body to men that don't meet her standards. Right? So now that if you, as a man that meets her standards, you're getting what? Sloppy seconds? You're getting what men that are below you are getting.
Now let me ask you this, because there's some women who enjoy dating the way you date, don't necessarily really have a goal of marriage or a committed relationship with one person. Do you feel as though, is that your goal? Like, do you want to be married? I mean, it's not a bad thing if you don't, but I'm just curious because it seems like you rather just continue to date instead of locking in with one person.
No, I would like to lock in one person. I just don't want to settle. I'm not going to, like, I've met amazing men who just didn't meet my income requirements. I got too many goals I have for myself to be with somebody that I have to build up, or who just comfortable being where they are. I want something serious, but I don't want to settle.
So settling to you is being in a committed relationship with a man that makes less than $200K?
Oh, Canada. That's pretty cool, Carol. That's interesting. I've been hearing a lot of crazy stuff about Canada now lately. And yeah, like, you guys are going more American in all the worst ways. I've been hearing a lot like that. So that's crazy.
Settling for me is being with somebody that put their hands on you, being someone that lies to you, being someone who has too many kids, being with anybody who isn't on the same page as you. And that's just not for me. That's for men too. I'm not asking you to settle. Like, I've had men not be interested because I wear makeup or I wear wigs. Everybody has their own preference. Settling for me is just you're not meeting my non-negotiables. You're not doing what your career isn't where it needs to be. Or you got too many kids, or you lie too much, or you don't want to travel. The last guy I dated long-term didn't want to travel internationally at all. Vacation to him is like going to Florida. And I like to go around the world. I don't think there's nothing wrong with wanting somebody who wants to travel too. It's small things. And those small things usually is what it
That's
disconnects.
not, okay, hold on, let me jump in. These are not small things. I think this is where it's not a small thing, honey. And also, I'm not God. I'm gonna start off before I start, let me say I'm not God. So I can never say absolute anything. But you do have to understand the man that you're describing is a 1% man that can make the salary requirement, could afford to travel around this world, could give you great sex. I think you had a kid requirement.
No more than 2 children.
Okay, no more. You did now. You don't have an attraction requirement. So that's a grace area. So he can have the income and not the money, but he still got to have good sex. So I'm gonna assume that whatever. We'll leave it there.
I can settle on that too. I'm being honest. In today's generation, I can
Oh, you
settle
can
with
settle
that
on
too.
the sex.
I can settle with that too.
Okay, so you're willing to settle in the area. So really for you, so now let's just go to.
She just wants the money. This is that thing, right? I'm not the kind of guy I'm not the kind of creator that knocks a women's game. Fine, you want the money. I'm not surprised. The men that you want, right, that has the money, yeah, they probably want you for your youth, your body. I get it. But again, that's why, like I said before, as time goes on, it's going to only get harder for you to find that man, right? I don't really call women gold diggers because here, can we be surprised? Men that want women's body and women want men's money, no surprise, right? But that doesn't change why I said her career money is useless. And second, I said that, you know what? This is why I said she should have found that man when she was 21, right? That rich or whatever man when she was 21. Because it only gets harder once you get to your 30s, your mid-30s, your late 30s. It doesn't get easier over time wanting that type of man. That man in that tax bracket, it doesn't get easier.
The commitment. So you just want this man that makes this requirement to be exclusively committed to you as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And someone thoughtful, someone caring.
Okay. And although you've dated these men, you just never been in a committed relationship with one.
Correct.
So just hypothetical. Let's just say your experience will always just be dating. Like you get these men who meet your wonderful requirements that you can date for a period of time. And then after a while, you learn for whatever reason, it's not going to grow to the committed relationship. And then you go on to the next man that meets all those requirements. Are you fine with that? Or does having a husband and having a family, is that important to you?
Having a family is important to me. So Ideally, that's why I'm pretty focused. I don't really waste my time on people that I feel like it won't be long term. I'm quick to cut somebody off because I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time. So I know what I want. So I won't even let it get to the first date if we're not on the same page. I don't need to waste your money, waste your time.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
I think women because you say you date these men, so I'm gonna put you in this category. Women who get to date men who make high salaries, it's like a gift and a curse. Because, like, I'll give an example. I met this young lady. I mean, gorgeous. She was freaking gorgeous. And when I was in Atlanta at iFest, there was a private dinner, and she was talking to me. She's like, I want to be in a relationship. She was 26. I mean, she was drop dead gorgeous. And she was saying she was currently dating a guy in France, and he flies her to France once a month. And I'm like, girlfriend, it is going to be so hard for a regular guy to date you because you're used to people flying you to France, once a month. That's going to be crazy for a guy to say, I'm going to take you out to dinner. You're like, where? And
I will say, I don't compare men to other men, just the same way I don't want to be compared to other women. I think it's unfair and nobody can ever close that gap.
Do you compare? But I'm talking about experience, not necessarily the men. So can you still be wowed by the experience? Because if you have this major experience from this man, it might not be the man, but if this man was able to give you a certain amount of experience, now it was.
Yo, David, thank you for stopping by.
Was dating, wasn't necessarily a relationship. Can you?
I do agree, right? Any woman you see on Kendra's show, 100% avoid. 100% avoid.
Would it be settling for you for a man that can offer you the relationship, but maybe financially can't do the things that the guy that had the money could? Would that be settling to you?
No. I kind of, I come from humble beginnings. So if I met a man who was clear at 200,000, no extra, he can't go internationally as much as I do, then I will compromise. I think that's my biggest, I guess.
She just said the last man wouldn't go travel international and she didn't like him.
Positive that I'm willing to compromise. If I need to move If we can't go on a date this week because he needs to save or he needs to work, I'm willing to adjust. I feel like in today's dating world, when there are beautiful women everywhere, I don't compare myself to other people because you can't. Just like there are many attractive women, a lot of women built like me. So I try to just adjust and go with the flow. I just need a man that's willing to communicate and let me know when I need to make adjustments.
Okay, fair enough. So you have some paid questions before I get to them. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Yo, Neo, thank you for stopping by, bro.
I'm not going to answer.
Okay.
Oh God, this dumbass. So Kendra just asked, when was the last time you had sex? When was the last time you had sex? She said, I'm not going to answer. It's like, you might as well, because honestly, you not answering showed that you recently had sex. You are complaining that there's piss in the pool, right? This is the thing, right? Parasocial was saying that he despised these women. I don't despise these women. I despise these women's thinking, right? I despise these women's thinking. How dare you say there's piss in the pool, yet you are having sex with the same men that are in this pissed ass pool? How dare you, right? How dare you say there is piss in this pool? Where are the good men? All this shit when you ignore good men. When you have sex with the shitty men that don't meet your standards. You have sex with the men that don't even give you a relationship. How dare you say shit like that? That's what I despise, right? These women, whatever. I don't give a shit. But I hate women's lack of accountability. I hate women's hypocrisies. I hate women's delusions, right? You cannot say, where are the good men at? And then on the same token say that, you know what? I don't like these good men. I don't like these kind of men. They're not good looking enough. They're not tall enough. They're not charming enough. They're not rich enough. Then really, you don't care about him being a good man. You care about him having all these other standards, right? Meeting all these other standards, and at the bottom, being a good man, right? So really, that shit is effed up. That's what I despise more. These women's way of thinking.
3 flaws you have to work on.
I could stop ignoring.
And that is insane, right? That is insane. To have... That is... Neil said it, right? They have standards for relationship versus hookups. Insane, right? And that's true. That is true. But that is insane, right? What good man? What man of morality, of character, right? A man that would be monogamous to you. See that as, you know what? That's the type of woman I want to be with. A woman that has rules for relationships and rules for hookups. No.
Red flags. I could also, I could be not as ambitious, and I also could be not as outspoken as I am. I don't have a filter.
Okay. And now, do you want the paid questions before I read any?
Kendra, I have a quick question. Is there any way I can join later?
You have to go. Why is that?
I have to go for a meeting at work just for like 10 minutes, but they want me to leave like right now.
Well, I don't know how much later we're going to be on the show. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I am. It's Alexis White is my name. Skip past the money part. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna skip past the look part. It doesn't matter.
No, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
No, I'm about to answer the question. I'm trying to do better at not focusing on looks or money, because it doesn't matter to a man that's a quality man. To me, I would say.
I think looks matter to a quality man. I think attraction begins with everybody.
Yeah, but I think there's so many attractive women that I don't think it's really a.
You have an ugly personality. So really, if you don't have looks, you have nothing. This woman is. Why does a man is lucky to be with her? Seriously, if she doesn't have looks, she has nothing. Her personality is like dirt.
Plus anymore. It's not something to put in the win column. There are beautiful women everywhere.
Yeah, but if you want a 200+ K man, attraction is gonna be the first thing that I mean, it won't keep them potentially. I see what you're saying, but you're gonna.
Yeah, that's true. Attraction, how a woman's looks, right, will attract a man, right? I've said this before. A woman's looks is what attracts a man. A woman's personality is what keeps a man.
Gonna have to be a.
And honestly, she has a shitty personality. So really, no wonder she can't. No wonder this woman only qualifies for situationships. She ain't keeping a man.
He's gonna have to be attracted to you.
Yeah, I get it, but I guess I'm very honest. I won't ever lie to them. I am a provider, so whether or not he wants me to continue to work, and my goal is to build something with my partner, financially, businesses, whatever the case may be. And I guess the hugest thing is the fact that I can adjust to both worlds. I told you I come from humble beginnings, but I've also seen the other side of it. So I'm able to go to a business meeting or go to a gala or go to a cookout. I want to be able to be adjustable to wherever I need to be adjustable to. And also I compromise. That's the hugest thing. I feel like a lot of women are unwilling to change or unwilling to get feedback. I want all the
One of the hardest things, like, that she won't compromise is a man's money. Men that makes 200K is 1%. Compromise what? His looks? Okay. I mean, it's like compromise travel. It's like one of the hardest things that you won't compromise is a man's money. It's rare. That man is rare as shit. And provide. It's like, again, you ain't providing shit. Building? You want to build with a man? You're asking a man that already makes 1%, right? He's a 1% man. He doesn't need you to build shit with him.
feedback you can give me. If you feel like I have something to change, then tell me to change it.
Now here's someone to pay. Do you have 3 minutes?
Yeah, I have 1 minute. So
1 minute,
that's what I'm
okay.
just like.
Divine Photo says, seems like the six-figure man you desire see you as recreational use only.
Well, I haven't had a problem with meeting, having long-term relationships. The people I told you I dated, those all ended because of me. They were just missing something that I didn't want. So I don't really worry about that. And also I don't have sex like that. So I don't have time to be just having sex just to be having sex. I let a man know this vagina is, I don't have one. Like, if you are interested in having sex, please leave me alone. Because until we get to that page, and that may be 2-3 months.
Here's a woman that said she's not been in a relationship for over 11 years. But she said she's been in plenty of situationships. This woman is a hypocrite.
4 or 5 months, who knows, you won't get any. So I don't even entertain those type of conversations.
Okay, fair enough. Damon
And I can
Dennis
do one
said,
more.
Damon Dennis said, for the fellas, this is not wifey material. This is a future robber that will take half your shit, guaranteed.
Yeah, I kind of make more than, I guarantee it, I make more money than him. So how can I take half your shit when I bring my own shit to the table?
You could. You just said you want a man that makes equal to you or more. So really, you can. He's not talking about himself. Women are ridiculous. Women are absolutely, like, Kendra G women, you know, the women on Kendra G show, I only show it as a fun, entertaining example, right? Of one of the shitty ass women's around the world, right? That this is the piss in the dating pool. Okay? These women are unbelievable. And you know what? This is a thing where I like to show the hypocrisies, the delusions, the lack of accountability of women. And Kendra G show, the women on here is like the epitome of that. So, yeah, these women are crazy. All right, guys. Hope you guys like that one. Here's the thing where, let's continue with this one. I think this one would be fun. Okay, so I did this particular video, right? This video, a couple lives ago, right? Maybe 5, whatever, couple 6, whatever lives ago. All right, so we will watch this a little bit, and then the second video is what I really want to talk about. So let's watch it a little bit.
Someone asked me recently what my thoughts were on dating outside of my social class, and I answered that I would quite literally never do that, and here's why. For the purpose of this question, I took social class to sort of mean like socioeconomic class, so my economic status, maybe around how much money I make, the social status, like perhaps the caliber of school that I went to and the spaces that I found myself in as a result, and the people I found myself surrounded by. And then also like the lifestyle I created for myself that's a combination of like the economic status and the school and the spaces and all of that. I think you guys get how that fits together. It's important to note that I did not grow up with a lot of money. My father went to prison when I was 4 years old. During that time and all the time after, like my mom has been a public school teacher, so they don't make a lot of money. When we first moved to Atlanta, we lived in a 2-bedroom apartment with 7 people sharing 1 bathroom. Like I literally shared the bottom bunk of a bunk bed with my second oldest brother, and then my oldest brother and my sister-in-law were on the top bunk of that bed. Okay, we were not a Jack and Jill family, okay? Money was not, we didn't have a lot of it. So knowing my circumstances, when I was like 12 years old, I made this vision board for myself. My mom actually found recently in her storage unit. I had basically carved out my entire life, like what I was gonna do in high school to make sure I could get into an Ivy League college, and what I was gonna do at that college to make sure I could get into a certain law school or buy a certain car and have a certain apartment or home. Like all of these things I had planned out, and I knew that because my family didn't have the same financial resources someone else's did or access to certain people to get me into doors, I had to open them myself. So that's what I did. I created an insane amount of opportunities for myself by literally putting my blood, sweat, and tears into everything I did. From the time that I was 12 years old until now, like 23, I was so intentional about every decision I made, whether it was not dating in high school or not drinking or prioritizing school.
So, I mean, this is a 4-minute video. I'm not trying to make it crazy long, but again, she's just reiterating that she's only dating men in her tax bracket, right? At a certain tax bracket. Fine. I said this a while ago, right? I don't despise women. I despise women's thinking, right? How they think, the way of thinking, okay? Their ideology, you know, how their viewpoints, their opinions. That's what I despise. Women, I don't, right? It could be, her face could be like a man's face. It don't matter. It's how women think, right? It's their viewpoints that are shitty. Because here's the thing. Great. You want a man that makes a certain amount of money, which a lot of women do, right? A lot of women want a man at a certain tax bracket. Fine. Cool. Right? But here's the thing. Women have to understand that nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. You can, the odds of a woman finding a man that has every single standard or quality that women ask for is almost 0%. Almost, if most likely 0. Right? Having a man that's the money that the women want, the height that women want, the looks that women want, the personality that women want, the situation that you can name it. That's the thing where women falter at. You want all of this, and then right at the bottom of all those wants, she wants his the morality, right? Him being monogamous to her, right? Wanting to marry her, wanting to be a good father to her children. At the bottom, right? All that morality, the principle, all that at the bottom. When you build a man, right? His morality, his character, his personality is all at the bottom. You wonder why that man will be shitty to you. Because all you really care about is that money, is that look, is that height. It's all these superficial shit. And then, right? And then after this man has all that, you hope he also has the morality. He also has the principles. He also has the character to be a good guy. You hope. And this is the thing where women can understand. You can't have it all. You cannot have it all. You cannot have the player, the bad boys, the Tyrones, right? The high value men, the rich ass men, the 1% men. You know, the men that has great hair, great height, great looks, to be fucking faithful to you as well. You can't. It's like, this is insanity. Is it possible? Maybe. but it's more improbable, right? So it is fine that you want a man that has a certain level of status, looks, whatever. But this is the thing where I said I despise women's ideology. When you want that type of man, please don't complain about how he treats you. Please don't complain about how he doesn't want to marry you or how he cheats on you. Don't complain how he's a shitty dad. Please don't. Because here's the thing. Nobody's perfect. When you want certain attributes, you are going to sacrifice certain others. So why do I say that? Why do I say that, right?
Okay, so like 3 months.
This is why I say that. Okay, so let's watch this clip.
Months ago, I found out that my boyfriend was cheating on me, and the way I found out was the girl he was cheating on, one of the girls, I don't fucking know, actually reached out to me, and when I found...
She's talking about the boyfriend she had that cheated on her with many women.
This out, I was going on a work trip to the south of France for like a week, and then I had trips back to back, and I wasn't gonna be back home for 6 weeks. So for a couple of days, we were just like messaging back and forth and finding out all these details. Like, we would be with him in the same days. Like, he was a fucking dirty dog. I'm telling y'all, this man was a goddamn mutt. And obviously this is like jarring to find out, and to actually be speaking to this person, like, it was just really...
Man's a goddamn mutt. Yeah, you had sex with that mutt. Plenty of other women had sex with this mutt. It's funny to me, right? It's funny to me that women will say a lot of shitty things about the men that they will give their bodies to. It's funny to me. It really, I can never fathom it, right? I find it so fascinating that women will literally either give children or both they will give their bodies or even children to these men that they insult. But it's funny because you gave your body to this man. Yeah, he's a mutt. So you gave your body to a mutt. Does that really look great on you?
Crazy. Of course, on my mind is like, how am I gonna confront this man? Knowing I was not gonna be back home for like 6 weeks, I knew I was not gonna wait that long and be able to just like play it off like nothing happened and just be talking to him normally until I could see him in person. So one day that I'm there, me and him get on the phone and we're just like chatting. I think it's 6 a.m. his time. It would have been like noon for me. We were on our way to the beach or something, like to lunch. We start talking and, you know, just, yeah, what's up, whatever. We had like a trip that we were going on in a couple weeks. We like sort of talked about that a little bit and whatever. How are you? What are you doing? Oh, send me pictures, all that bullshit. Then I end up saying like, yeah, well, I just have to ask you something. Do you know a woman named Mackenzie? He's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, do you know a girl named Mackenzie? Like, what? He goes, Clark, what are you, like, no, I don't know anyone named, like, what are you talking about? I said, so you're not dating someone named Mackenzie? And so now he's like, dating someone named Mackenzie? He's like, no, like, I'm dating you. Like, what are you talking about? No, I don't know anyone named Mackenzie. Like, Clark, what is it about? So I said to him, because there was a week, it wasn't a whole week, it was a weekend that he went on a trip. He was like with his family. He was actually with this girl. She tells me about this trip. And when I bring it up to him, I'm like, so you weren't at the beach with Mackenzie April 2nd through the 4th? This man, this is literally how the conversation goes. So you weren't at the beach with a girl named Mackenzie April 2nd through the 4th? Him. Clark? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Clark, I can't, hello? Hangs the phone up. This motherfucker, bitch.
This is funny to me, right? It's funny to me. Now, would I say that there are rich men that are monogamous, more like morally sound? Yes, there are. But again, that's rare, right? Rich men are already rare. Rich men, right? Men of a certain tax bracket, men of a certain social economic level, they are rare. And now you add another rare quality on top of this man, right? Let alone probably good looking, probably tall, more rare qualities. This is the thing what women understand. The more rare you want this man to be, the more highly desirable this man is. Because here's the thing. She's not the only one that he's dealing with. The woman that she's complaining about, right, isn't the only one as well. 2 women, he's probably dealing with a plethora of other women. So really, this is the thing. Women need to actually, women of this desire, right, that want rare men, they need to learn to share. Women like this, they need to learn to share. When you want rare men, you are not the only woman that want a rare man. This is the thing, right? And in my personal opinion, that's one of the difference of men and women. Men aren't asking for rare women because honestly, men aren't that stupid. Men aren't that stupid. Men know the rarer a woman is, the more idiotic it is for me as a man to want to be with this woman long term. How many, I've seen it so many times, right? Where men realize this woman is out of my league. I'm not going to be with her, right? Because here's the thing, the insanity that, you know what? This woman, right, is going to be completely faithful to me for the rest of my life is absolutely idiotic, right? Absolutely delusional on my part as a man. So really, most men, they're more grounded than women. Most men, in my opinion, aren't as delusional as women. Because, like, again, this is the thing. That's why I showed you the preference of the first video, right? Where she's saying, I want a man that's a certain socioeconomic, level. Cool. No hate towards that. You are perfectly fine for wanting what you want. But again, no man is perfect. You want a man at a certain socioeconomic level, please don't add on more standards. Because again, you are finding a man going to be impossible to meet. So, the man that she's dating, right, her boyfriend, he most likely meets that socioeconomic level. But don't be surprised that now you have to share him or he cheats on you. Don't.
Basically goes, I can't hear what you're saying anymore. Gotta go. Are you serious? When I tell you this is so genius for a number of reasons. First of all, obviously needed to buy himself some time. Boom, there's your time. Second of all, I'm in the south of France. I'm literally in a goddamn moke right now, driving through a fucking beach. I don't even know where I'm at. I'm like, damn, maybe my service actually went out. But then when I look at my phone and I see I have 4 goddamn bars, I said, oh no, this motherfucker is playing. You're at your apartment in the West Village, okay? I've got 4 bars. Stop playing with me. Do you know what I mean? Like, what in the actual fuck? So then I call him back like 6 times and I'm like, motherfucker, you better answer this goddamn phone right now. Like, I know you're playing with me. He does.
Yeah. No, Monger, I do kind of believe that, right? When, like, Scammonger said, no woman is out of your league. It's just that women, just like men, are only as faithful as their options. And men know this. Yes, true. That's true, right? I do mean that out of your league is essentially how much options you know this woman has, right? The level, the amount of options you know this woman has. So, yes, I agree.
Then there's the phone, he texts me and he goes, yeah, hey, Clark, I don't know what happened to the call. He goes, I don't know what happened to the call. And, like, can you text me what you were saying? I didn't understand what you were talking about. Like, can you just text me what you were trying to say? Y'all. The rest of the story is even crazier, but I ended up sending him a picture of her photo dump from Instagram where she had like his arm in it and sent it to him. And this motherfucker goes on to, he waits 6 hours before he responds. First of all, he reads it, 6 hour response, 6 hours fucking later. The best this man could come up with after hanging up the phone, acting like the goddamn call dropped, acting like he was in Baghdad when he was in fucking West Village, hangs up the phone, waits 6 hours to respond to my text message of this fucking photo dump picture, and then says to me, so now you're stalking my Instagram? If you must know, my boys dropped out of the trip that, mind you, was a family trip, and he was literally texting me pictures of him with his family, like his siblings and his fucking parents on the goddamn trip while it was happening, while he was really with this bitch. If you must know, if my prying fucking nosy ass must fucking know, bitch. He said, my boys dropped out of the trip and she stepped up to go. She stepped up to go on the fucking romantic beach getaway that he was going on with his boys. y'all. She's not a fucking stepfather. She did not step up to the plate to take care of somebody's goddamn abandoned child, okay? You're talking about getting her back blown out on a fucking White Sands beach! But then I'm stalking your Instagram? Okay, fucking Milli Vanilli, blame it on the goddamn rain. This man blamed this.
This is why, right? I don't say I despise women. I don't. I've said it time and time again. I'm not going about it where I'm hating on women or I despise women. No. I'm going about it where I hate their lack of accountability. I hate their ideology. I hate their viewpoints. Why? Why do I hate it? Because this is what it shows. Like I said, I showed you the first video to show you I want her, what she's basically saying. I go for a man that is my same socioeconomic level. Great. Great. Here's the product. Here's the thing you got. And women will say, oh, even a poor man would cheat. Yes. I'm not talking about rich or poor. I'm talking about what you value is the problem, right? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, oh, you value a rich man? Yes, a rich man would cheat. Or you value a poor man? Yes, a poor man could cheat as well. That's not the fucking shit I'm talking about. I'm talking about when your value, right, is that, oh, I want a man at a socioeconomic level, right? That's the first fucking thing you say. Instead of, you know what? I want a man that's morally sound. Period, right? That's the first shit you say. Women never. I have yet to see a video, right, or whatever, of women saying, I want a morally sound man. The first thing out of their goddamn mouth. Never have I heard that. Just me, period, right? I have never heard that. I've never heard of women say, I want a morally sound man that has character, great personality, that is monogamous, faithful, period. The first thing, right? That's usually like at the bottom of that fucking list that all women have. He needs to be rich. He needs to be charming. He needs to be ambitious. He needs to be da-da-da-da-da. And then, oh, I want him a nice guy. No duh, then, like, if it's last on your list, most likely it's not that important. That's what I'm talking about, right? I'm not talking about, it's great that she has whatever fucking standard she has, but how she thinks, right? Her level of priority, her importance. Well, this is why I wanted to point it out. This is what you'll get, right? Men of your same socioeconomic level, yeah, this is the life you'll get.
Shit on me? The thing that makes this the absolute fucking worst is not that he proceeds to threaten me after that. Threaten me, y'all. Threaten me. What makes it worse is that you acted like the fucking call dropped and took 6 hours and came up with that whack ass fucking excuse. Disgraceful. I can't. Okay, so like 3 months ago, I found.
But this is the thing. You can't, but you will. You will continue to date these types of men. Honestly, I never say it's impossible, right? Is it impossible for her to find a man of her same socioeconomic level and he's faithful, loving, and all this shit? It's not impossible. It will become unlikely. It will become hard. Just my opinion. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? All right, this is another video that is, I think it's, well, we'll talk about it. So let's check it out.
One of the reasons why my standards are so high is because my parents. But today, let's talk about my dad. My dad treats me like the princess I am, alright? My dad has 2 daughters, right? And I'm the youngest, so I grew up a little spoiled, I know. But his main love language is like cooking food for people, right? I've been home for 2 weeks, helping my parents, visiting home, doing all of that. And ever since I hopped off the plane, this man has been making my favorite food every single day for the last 2 weeks. We were driving home at 1 a.m. and I was just telling him all like the new restaurants I've been to, all of my new favorite foods, what I like, what I don't like. And he kept it in his head. because it's the way I didn't even ask for him to make special dishes for me, but he did it because he wanted to. He wanted to see me happy, all right? One of my favorite dishes that he make is like this spicy curry squid, and he knows that I fucking love this dish, right? He made it 2 times for me because he knows that I love this dish so much. Then I was talking about how much I love chicken pho, which is like pho gao, right? And my dad doesn't really like pho gao like that, but he pulled it off and he made it because I like it. So my dad has always done this thing where I'll go eat at a restaurant, come home, tell him about it, and then he's like, I can make that shit better. Then I was telling him how often I go out to eat bún bò Huế, which is a spicy Vietnamese beef noodle soup, and man's made it. And he was like, is it better than restaurants? Hell yeah, it was. Hell yeah, it was. Basically, my father has instilled to me, and he always tells me to this day, if a man wanted to, he would. If a man cares about you, he's going to remember what you liked. Yeah. So that's why my standards are so high. One of the reasons why...
Let me say this. 1, he's a good parent. 2, he's also a shitty parent. He's a good parent. He loves his daughter. He treats his daughter well. But he's a shitty parent because he didn't teach her well, right? He didn't produce a actually smart woman. He didn't, right? He didn't produce a grounded woman. Here's the insanity, okay? The insanity. Let's think about this in reverse. How about this, right? Oh, I want a man that treats me like my father treats me. Okay, cool. How would it be, right? How would it sound in a woman's ears? Like, I want a woman that treats me like how my mom treats me. How many times women say, oh, I'm not your mother, right? I'm not gonna mother you, right? How many times you hear that shit? That's the insanity. It is fine to say shit one way, but never comprehend it in reverse. Because this is the insanity, right? If a woman can think, oh, I want a man that treats me like my father treats me, you better treat that man like his mother treats him. It's like, it's not, shit ain't one way, right? This fucking princess treatment shit? No, that don't work. That don't fly, okay? Because a lot of women, they don't qualify for it, right? And honestly, a lot of women are too selfish to be treated like princesses. Because here's the thing where they don't understand. Men treat you like princesses because you know what? You make that man actually feel like a king, feel like a prince, right? Men will treat you like a queen because you make him feel like a king. He ain't gonna fucking treat you like a queen when you don't do shit for him, when you're only expectant, right? Let's break this.
Why my standards are so high is because my parents. But today, let's talk about my dad. My dad treats me like the princess I am, all right? My dad has 2...
Yeah, you're his princess. The hell do you think a stranger, right? You're just dating, right? You barely know him. Why would he treat you like a princess? Your father knew you for all of your life. This man will barely know you for a month, right? Barely know you for a couple months.
2 daughters, right? And I'm the youngest, so I grew up a little spoiled.
Here's the thing, right? I have a daughter, right? I love my daughter. And I spoil her too. But this is the thing. I will never tell my daughter, right, that a man needs to treat you like a princess. You have to qualify for it. You have to be a woman that deserves princess treatment. She deserves princess treatment from her father. It don't mean you deserve princess treatment from a complete stranger. He doesn't know you from a lick of dirt. Because here's the thing. Too many times, women have used men. Women have used men. So really, for men to just go out of their way and treat you like a princess out of nowhere, it don't make sense. I hate that inequality shit. I really do. I hate it when, even for my own daughter, right? I do not want a man to treat her like a princess and then my daughter treats him like shit. She's expectant. She's selfish. She's spoiled. She thinks she deserves it. She's entitled to it. No, that shit ain't flying. That's not teaching your daughter correctly. Because honestly, that's just leading your own daughter to being single in her late 30s. Period.
Well, I know, but his main
Yo, or you just came off a date? Yo, I would love to hear the story. Yo, bro, tell me the story. I would love to hear it.
love language is like cooking food for people, right? I've been home for 2 weeks, helping my parents, visiting home, doing all of that. And ever since I hopped off the plane, this man has been making my favorite food every single day for the last 2 weeks. We were driving home at 1 a.m. and I was just telling him all like the new restaurants I've been to, all of my new favorite foods, what I like, what I don't like. And he kept it in his head. Because it's the way I didn't even ask for him to make special dishes for me, but he did it because he wanted to. He wanted to see me happy, alright? One of my favorite dishes that he make is like this spicy curry squid, and he knows that I fucking love this dish, right? He made it 2 times for me because he knows that I love this dish so much. Then I was talking about how much I love chicken pho, which is like pho gal, right? And my dad doesn't really like pho gal like that, but he pulled it off. And he made it because I like it. So my dad has always done this thing where I'll go eat at a restaurant, come home, tell him about it, and then he's like, I can make that shit better. Then I was telling him how often I go out to eat bún bò Huế, which is a spicy Vietnamese beef noodle soup. And man's made it. And he was like, is it better than restaurants? Hell yeah, it was. Hell yeah, it was. Basically, my father has instilled to me, and he always...
The man loves you. He loves you. So yes, how can you be surprised that he goes the extra mile for you? These men that you're dating, they don't know you from a lick of dirt. They're not going to love you off the bat. This is the thing. This is the the entitlement of so many women, right? He don't love you. So it's irrational to think that this man that don't love you, right, barely knows you, he's going to go the extra mile for you. Absolutely idiotic. Absolutely.
He tells me to this day, if a man wanted to, he would. If a man cares about you, he's going to remember what you liked. Yeah. So that's why my standards are...
If he wanted to. You have to give him a reason to want to. Your standards are high. That's not giving a man a reason to meet those standards. That's not giving a man a reason to go above and beyond for you, right? It's just making you entitled, thinking you are owed something, thinking that you deserve something, thinking you qualify for anything. You are average at best. Why would you? It's like this. It's not. Again, I've said this before. It's not impossible, but you know what? Women like this, right? Their entitlement, their mentality. It's only going to turn off men. And it's only going to make dating difficult, right? And then women say, oh, these men they're shitty. Piss in the dating pool. We're the nice guys. All that shit. When honestly, the root of the problem is you. It goes back to you, right? This princess treatment that you think that men, right, that you don't know should treat you like a princess, should go above and beyond for you, should put in so much effort for you. When what do? Absolutely nothing. It's absolutely asinine. And this is what a lot of men are seeing, that, you know what? I need to put in so much effort for this woman when I get like nothing, right? I barely get anything in return. Because I have to test myself. I have to prove myself to her. That is absolutely asinine in my opinion. And any man that like, oh, I have to prove myself to this woman while she does nothing. Just sits back and try to accept, experience, and receive my effort. No, that one-way shit ain't flying, right? And that's the thing where a lot of women are not grounded, right? They are so delusional. Their brain is so out there, it's insane. Okay, there's high standards. Great, you have high standards, but you know what? You will find out that if no man reaches it, no man can reach your high standards. Really, you don't qualify for no man. So at the end of the day, unless you desire to date your own dad, really you have to reevaluate your way of thinking. Because again, like I said, if you want this man to meet your your high standards, right? How your dad treats you, right? Be like the man how your dad treats you. Then you better, and you want him to do that right away, first date, cool. Then you better, first date, you better treat him like his mom treat him, right? You better wash his laundry, fold his laundry, cook him a meal, I don't know, provide for him, right? You better take care of the shit out of him right away, day one. Don't even think that, you barely know him, because, hey, if you expect a man to treat you like how your father treats you, provide for you, cook for you, think about you every minute, try to go above and beyond for you, you better do the same in fucking return. Period. So, what do you guys think? Excuse me, guys, right? I'm going to read Oren, because I'm interested, right? Oren just came back from a date. All right, just came back from a date. I met a woman who has a distrust of men from her family and men experience. Oh, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. I honestly, I would not go on a date with a woman that has a woman that has a negative view on men. Forget about it. Now you have to go the extra mile to try to disprove her already inbuilt views. No, bro, it's a mountain you don't want to climb. Her dad has 2 wives and her mom has 3 partners. God damn, what the hell? What kind of relationship is that? She's 24, left HK to escape her dad, then now wants to be independent of men. Why the hell is she dating you? Why the hell she went on a date with you? If she wants to be independent of men, what the hell is that? And 24 already? Oh, she's only going to get worse over time. 24 and she's already had this much trauma? Ugh, bro, I don't know, bro. She called you naive. Yo, a 24-year-old woman, I'm sorry, thinking that she knows the world more than any other man is absolutely ridiculous. Those women are just entitled. They are, I don't. And honestly, want a monogamous. How do you want a monogamous relationship, yet you want to be independent of men? I don't understand that. She wants a nuclear family? I'm a little surprised. Right? I'm a little surprised that she would want a nuclear family. She seems so traumatized. I'm surprised she wants kids. That is, I don't know about that. I don't know, bro. That's a red flag. Oh, okay. She called you naive, right? For wanting a relationship that's monogamous, a nuclear family. Oh, what the hell? How is that naive? I'm sorry, right? A woman that's at 24 and thinking like that, she's way too traumatized. She's built, and we see it, right? Oren, we watch these videos every day or every live, right? Women like this, honestly, they won't, if they even change their mindset, they won't change it until their 40s, where practically they barely get any attention from men, right? So really, no. And these women are just absolutely ridiculous. I think you wasted your time, bro. I hope that okay, with a woman that like this, right? That she called you naive for wanting a relationship and monogamy. Was this a 50-50 date? Did she pay for half of it? Or did you pay for all of it? Bro, tell me. Because honestly, this feminist better be paying for that date. She better pay for her half of that date. Coffee date. Okay. Perfect. I love that, bro. I love that, bro. Because here's the thing. Better to go on a coffee date, a low investment date with these women, than deal with having to spend all that money and still get that bullshit from women. Great. At least, bro, at least you stand on your principles. I love that. I absolutely love that, bro. All right, let's we'll still talk to Oren, but let's check out the next clip.
She was like, me too. Are you also single? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, checks out like all the lover girls. So I told this girl I was a lover girl, and she was like, me too. Are you also single? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, checks out like all the lover girls are single. I looked at her and I was like, no, girl, I'm not single because I'm a lover girl. I'm single by choice. She looked at me and she was baffled. She was like, what do you mean you're single by choice? And I was like, why do you sound like a man right now? What do you mean? Why are you single by choice? The trend that I've noticed in my life is when I'm doing really poorly in my life, like I'm struggling, I'm depressed, that's when I'm the most desperate to be in a relationship. Last year I was fucking unemployed. I was living at my parents' house. I was very depressed. That's when like I was like, oh my god, like I just want any man. Like I want a boyfriend so bad. I would go on dates with mediocre men and be so infatuated with them, but it was because nothing ongoing for me. And now that like I have my own place, well, I do have a roommate, but I have my own place, like I'm eating good, I'm going to Pilates, my work is good. Now I'm like, I do not want a man freaking near me, like get out of my house. This world that I've built for myself, I do not want to share it with anyone, especially not a random ass man. So when she asked me, why are you single by choice, but you're a lover girl? I'm like, I'm single by choice because selfishly I want every single aspect of my lover girl personality to go to myself. And everything I've built for myself, I want it all just for myself. Like I don't want to share it with anyone. I'm gatekeeping the girl boss. I'm gatekeeping all of that. Honestly, it's not even like protecting my peace. I'm just gatekeeping my resources. So I told this girl.
That's not a lover girl. It's like absolutely ridiculous. You're not a lover girl. You're just a girl power shit. It's like lover girl. I mean, like if it's like if you're not giving that love to anybody else, you're not loving nobody, right? Loving yourself is not the same. It's not a lover girl shit. A lover girl is like when you are overly affectionate, right? It's usually, in my opinion, it's really usually when you're when a woman is in a relationship, she's overly loving, right? She's like she goes above and beyond, like she's cooking for you, she's cleaning for you, she's like loving you, like absolutely affectionate, absolutely like desiring you, right? That's what I view as a lover girl, what I've seen, right? So that's what I perceive where women in relationships, they are overly affectionate, right? They are very intimate. They are, you know, it's all about the relationship, all about the partner. So this woman is trying to reinterpret lover girl to be self-love. Right? It's like ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, that's usually what lover girl is. But she's trying to reinterpret that to being self-love. Okay.
Also lover girl, and she was like, me too. Are you also single? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, checks out. Like all the lover girls are single. I looked at her and I was like, no, girl, I'm not single because I'm a lover girl. I'm single by choice. She looked at me and she was back.
Single by choice. This is the insanity of women, right? The whole logic of single by choice. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I think, in my opinion, only men can be single by choice. Women, they're not, right? Here's why I think that, okay? Let's say this. For women, why women in general can't be single by choice. Because here's the thing. To be single by choice is that you have the choice. You have the options. So let's say this. A man that you absolutely hits your every standard, right? You want him. You want this man. You want this man. Yet you chose to not date him, right? So this man is absolutely what you want. He's the man of, he's what, all the things you said you want in a man, okay? A man that you would want to date, right? A man that you will want to date. Yet you actively said, I will not date him. Then you are single by choice. When no man qualifies for you at all, right? none of your standards, none of your whatever, you don't want to date any of these men, that don't mean that you are single by choice. It's just that you have no choices, right? You self-imposed 0 choices. So really, you're not single by choice because you have no choices to begin with. So why do I say men are usually single by choice? In my opinion, right? In my opinion, men have less qualifications when it comes to women. Doesn't have a long list of standards. Men would gladly, right? A lot of times take this woman, that woman, this woman, right? But in my opinion, right? A lot of men, they just don't want to deal with it anymore. That's why, here's the thing where, oh, there's a woman out, like let's say for me, right? I can be in the dating market right now and find a woman to date right now, right? And why I say it's kind of different with women is that I don't have all this high expectation of women. Like, oh, she needs to be thin as hell, big booty, big breasts, beautiful face, young. No, I don't have all the standards, right? Honestly, I just want a woman that treats me well. There would be a woman that could treat me well. I just decide not to go for it. I just decide not to waste my time in the dating market, right? Go on dates and all that to get a girl that would treat me well. So I currently are taking a step back and being single by choice, right? Knowing that, yes, there are probably women out there that I would want to date. I just, you know what, don't want to waste my time. For women, usually it's not the same, right? Usually there's no men that women want to date, right? So, i.e. this woman, right? There's no man that this woman wants to date. So really, if there's no man that you would want to date, right, that would qualify for you, right, in your standards, then honestly, that's not really single by choice because you have eliminated all choices. So there's no choice, right? That's how I view it, or, and how a lot of men see it too, about this whole single by choice thing. Because honestly, when you don't have any choices, is there really single by choice? When there's no multiple choice answers, are you actually doing a multiple choice test? Not really.
She was like, what do you mean you're single by choice? And I was like, why do you sound like a man right now? What do you mean, why are you single by choice? The trend that I've noticed in my life is when I'm doing really poorly in my life, like I'm struggling, I'm depressed, that's when I'm the most desperate to be in a relationship. Last year I was fucking unemployed, I was living at my parents' house, I was very depressed. That's when I was like, oh my god, I just want any man, I want a boyfriend so bad. I would go on dates with mediocre men and be so infatuated with them, but it was because nothing ongoing for me. And now that I have my own place, well, I do have a roommate, but I have my own place. I'm eating good. I'm going to Pilates. My work is good. Now I'm like, I do not want a man freaking near me. Get out of my house.
Great. I hope. This is the thing, right? She does a lot of dating videos. She does. I've seen a couple of them. I have done a few of her reactions of her videos. But here's the thing. This is the insanity. Stop dating then. This is why I said I don't despise women. I despise how they think. I despise their viewpoint. I despise their ideology. I despise their hypocrisy. You don't want a man around you. Great. Yet you're constantly talking about dating. You're constantly shitting on men, right? You're pretty much all your rhetoric is men. When you say you don't want to date, you say oh, these men, stay away from me. Okay. Have that same energy. Stop dating men then. Stop dating. And this is the insanity. And this is the thing also, that women like this kind of mentality will show in their life, right? Then let's say this woman, she's probably in her 20s, right? Probably mid to late 20s. She will suffer because of this mentality that she has. It will move on into her later years where, you know what? She won't be able to find a man because this toxicity, this aggressiveness, this combativeness, this self-absorbed, this narcissism, this selfishness. It's great for yourself. It won't be great if you ever decide you want a partner again. Because here's the thing. It doesn't happen when you want it. It doesn't work on your time clock.
This world that I've built for myself, I do not want to share it with anyone, especially not a random ass man. So when she asked me, why are you single by choice, but you're a lover?
Every man is going to read random.
Girl, I'm like, I'm single by choice because selfishly I want every single aspect of my lover girl personality to go to myself. And everything I built for myself, I want it all just for myself. Like I don't want to share it with anyone. I'm gatekeeping the girl boss. I'm gatekeeping all of that. Honestly, it's not even like protecting my peace. I'm just gatekeeping my resources. So I told
Fine. This is the thing, right? I do not I've said this in a few videos, right? And I'm trying to actually put this out more. I am a big supporter, a big proponent of women staying single and hopefully childless for life. I do not mind. I do not mind the women like this to hopefully just stay single for the rest of your life, right? If you are horny, whatever, do situationships, do friends with benefit. This woman like this do not qualify for good men. They don't. They really don't. So I hope that women like this will just stay single. Because this mindset will, I guess, will turn into the vibe, your aura, right? You want to just think about yourself, right? Men aren't important. You are, you're strong, independent. I don't need no man. That rhetoric, yeah, you know what that will get you? You know man. And cool. If that's what you want, cool. Stay with that. Because here's the thing. This is the problem with a lot of women. When you have this rhetoric, right? I don't need no man. It's all about me and all that shit. Great. The problem is when you want to change that up, it doesn't happen when you want it, right? It's not a switch you can just flip. I don't need no man. I'm strong, independent. And then, you know what? Later, oh, I need a man. I don't want to be independent anymore. All that shit. No, it doesn't happen like that. It doesn't, right? That same energy will be with you for the rest of your life. So deal with it. Here's a interesting clip, right? I wanted to talk about. I think it's interesting. So let's react to this clip.
This better be every morning.
What?
You cooking for me?
Is it good? You like it that much?
I mean, breakfast.
Oh.
And you made it, you know?
Yeah.
Is the coffee done?
Yeah. Go ahead. It's over there.
No, you get it.
I'm not thirsty.
Please?
I'm not thirsty.
Please.
Maybe go get your coffee.
You're making me breakfast. You literally cannot even, like, pour the coffee for me and put milk in it.
That's it.
Please?
I'm sitting here.
No, that pissed me off. Do you know, like, how much I've done for you? You can't even make me a cup of coffee?
Don't throw that in my face, ever. That ain't right.
How's that not right?
Why did you do those things?
Because I love you?
So why would you use that to make me feel bad? To do something for you as a manipulation? That's not right.
I think you're being dramatic. This better be every morning.
The level of emotional intelligence from this man is impressive. I give this man credit. The absolute disgustingness of this woman is really absolutely insane. It is honestly disgusting in my view, right? It really is. This is the thing, right? The selfishness of women is next level. And this is why a lot of times we're going to probably do another video, right? Of women talking about marriage. And this is why I honestly don't trust, right? A lot of women's stories of marriages. I really don't. Because honestly, right? Women do not, if ever, paint a clear picture of their problems. Yeah, that's why I don't. That's why I never fully sympathize or agree with what all the stories we hear about women's bad marriages or bad relationships. I really don't. So let's break this down.
What?
You cooking for me?
Is it good? You like it that much?
I mean, breakfast.
Oh.
And you made it, you know?
Yeah.
Is the coffee done?
Yeah.
She it's like, this is the thing, right? Instead of really, this is the thing where women don't show appreciation for men, and men see that. And I here's the thing, right? I'm a proponent of both sides, right? If you don't appreciate the women you are with, I don't think any better of you either, right? I think if anyone actually does good things for you, you should appreciate them, right? If they love you, right? If they love you and treat you right, you should appreciate that and show your appreciation. I don't care if you're a man or a woman, because that's common decency to appreciate the love someone is giving to you. That's my opinion. Right? And here's the thing where him being appreciative, or him like showing her love to just cooking her food, and her just saying, you better make this every morning for me. Okay, that's great. I guess you're welcome. It's like, really, it's like, instead of showing you appreciation, showing your love, you are more expectant.
Go ahead. It's over there.
No, you get it.
I'm not thirsty.
Please?
I'm not thirsty.
Please.
Maybe go get your coffee.
You're making me breakfast. You literally cannot even like pour the coffee for me and put milk in it.
That's it.
Yeah, you can't do it? He made you breakfast. It's like, seriously. This is the insanity, right? How women can only see it one way, right? Women can only see it one way. Where, okay, if a woman cooks for a man and he expecting all more stuff, right? Oh, cook for me. Give me water. Give me all this shit. Women will complain. Yet, if it's on the flip side, women can't see that. Women, it's like, honestly, this is the issue, right? If you can't see the reverse, your ideology is idiotic. It is. Okay? It really is. And to be honest, right, I think he was playing around more, right? He was playing around until she did what she did.
Please?
I'm sitting here.
No, that pissed me off. Do you know like how much I've done for you? You can't even make me a cup of coffee.
That is why, right? That is why I do not trust a lot of women's divorce or breakup stories, right? Because honestly, women are queens of manipulation. They will say, oh, they did all this shit for a man. Right? They say they all do all this shit for a man. Didn't you do that because you love him? Or now because you're doing it because what? It's a contest. Or you're doing it because you want to bring it back up. Oh, I did all this for a man and he did terrible. He did terrible shit to me. Then why even do it for him then? It's like you did it because you love him, right? And obviously he was something special. There was a reason why you did that. There was a reason why you loved him and you did all this shit. So to take that love and bring it back as like kind of an ammunition, it's dirty. It really is. It's like now you're just playing a game, right? Tit for tat. I did all this stuff for you, so you better do something for me, right? Because if I did something for you, you better do something for me. And this is the thing where why relationship nowadays are now, it has to be reciprocal, right? It has to be equal. If you're doing something for me, I will do something for you. If you don't do nothing for me, I won't do anything for you. This is how it is, right? This is how relationships are nowadays. Where we're not just doing something for someone because we love them, right?
Don't throw that in my face, ever. That ain't right.
How's that not right?
Why did you do those things?
So I love you?
So why would you use that to make me feel bad? To do something for you as a manipulation? That's not right.
To use that as a manipulation, right? This is the thing where women don't recognize how a lot of times they are the manipulators. They are the abusers, right? They are the toxic one. Women rarely, if ever, okay? Rarely, if ever, see fault in themselves. Honestly, I've rarely ever seen any breakup, right? Any relationship breakup, marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, where women will blame themselves. women will recognize their faults. No, it's always practically 99% of the time, it's a man's fault. 99% of the time, it's a man's fault. Rarely ever do you hear women take accountability. It's like they are perfect. They are angels. They've done nothing wrong. Right? They've done nothing wrong. And let's imagine this, right? Here's the thing. The lack of appreciation. For him, right? To him, his appreciation for her love is him also loving her, right? He cooked dinner for her. He's treating her nice. He's doing that because he loves her. Not because he's doing, because what you did for me before, I'm doing this for you now. No, it's because, you know what? You do things for me because you love me. I'm doing things for you because I love you. But now you are trying to manipulate me to do more things for you because, you know what? It's tit for tat. I did so many things for you before. This dinner is not enough. You better cook it. This breakfast is not enough. You better do it every week, every day. And then you also have to go get my coffee too. Instead of, you know what? Appreciating someone loving you. And like a simple thank you, not the whole bit, not the whole clip, which it's short, yes, but not one time did she say thank you, right? The simple thing, thank you. And then what you do, right? You better cook it for me every morning. Go get me coffee and put milk in it. Expect it. Tell him to do more, right? Instead of appreciating the little things, appreciating what he already did, you need to tell him to do more. You need to do more for me.
I think you're being dramatic. This better be.
And then the audacity when a man tells you how he feels, right? A man tells you how he feels. You have the audacity to say to the man, you are being dramatic. Really? Dramatic? That is absolutely insane. Because this is the insanity, right? When it's in reverse, a woman telling you how she feels. Could you imagine the backlash of a man saying that you are being dramatic? Right? You're being emotional. We've seen it. We've heard it all the time. And yet it's fine. When a man tells you how he's feeling, right? He's being dramatic. He's being emotional. The absolute insanity, right? And this is the thing. I love that this man is very emotionally intelligent. This is the problem. Women in general cannot handle an emotionally intelligent man. A man that recognizes the manipulation. A man that recognize this is terrible. This is toxic. How you're treating me, how you are belittling my emotions, that is terrible. Amazing on that man. So, women like this is insane, right? And honestly, I think a lot of women, if not majority of women, are like this. They just don't realize it because they don't see the faults in themselves. Women rarely, in my opinion, sees their own flaws, sees their own mistakes. Women rarely ever. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Here's a interesting video, right? So I think you guys might like it.
Okay, I got a question, y'all. Say you got your own apartment, but it's a girl, and your boyfriend stay at home with his parents. So, mind you, of course he's already saving more money because he stay at home with his parents and he's not paying rent like you are. Okay, cool. And you're paying your rent, but it would be better, and you would have more money to focus on school and other things if your boyfriend was helping you a little bit more since he's not paying rent. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like that's fair? Do y'all feel like the boyfriend shouldn't have to help? Or how do y'all feel? Or do y'all feel like if the boyfriend is at the girlfriend house often, that he should be helping her or just giving her a couple dollars? What do y'all think? I don't know. Because I feel like, I don't know, if a dude is at my house, you know, a little couple of days throughout the week, you know, you can help out here and there, you know, slap me some money, you know, maybe $300-400. Yeah, you know, because you're here. So, I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. Okay, I got a question.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Because here's the thing. I said this before, right? If you cannot reverse your logic, then your logic does not make sense. Then your logic is delusional. Your logic is selfish because it only applies to yourself. Because here's the thing. Reverse it. Reverse it. So if you are spending time at your boyfriend's place, if he had a place, should you pay his mortgage? Should you chip in into his utilities? Should you be paying for his groceries? Right? Should you be giving money to this man if you are at his place more often? Usually women will say no. So the insanity that he's your man. He's spending time with you. Imagine this, right? If he doesn't even spend any time with you, so would you be fine with that? Or would you complain that, oh, he's not spending enough time with you? Right? The audacity to, okay, if he's spending time with me, he should be paying, helping me, right? Taking the burden off of my adult responsibility. He should be paying. But if he's not spending time with me, he's not spending time with me at all. It's like there's no win at all. Right? Spend time with you, he needs to pay. Not spend time with you, he's ignoring you, he's neglecting you. So really, there's no win situation at all for the man. Because here's the thing. So he shouldn't eat any of your food, right? It's your food. This is the absolute selfishness of women. I mean, yes, if he wants to, that's good. He should not be expected to, right? This is the thing. This is the insanity where you are expected of your man to give you money for your adult responsibility. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely ridiculous. If he wants to, then that's fine. But expecting on it, no. That's women being entitled, right? Women being entitled. Let's watch it.
Y'all, say you got your own apartment, but it's a girl, and your boyfriend stay.
And again, it's your apartment. This is the thing, honestly, right? I find this that when you listen to women more and more, right? The supposed strong, independent women, right? You hear this constantly. Women are strong, independent. They don't need no man. Yet, on the flip side, they constantly trying to get men to take away or take most of their adult responsibilities. Their bills, their rent, their mortgage, their self-care, their happiness, their utility. It's like, girl, you just want me to make your life easier, right? And then it's like, do you even think about my life? No. Women don't really care about a man's life. They're not looking to make a man's life easier. They just want a man to make their life easier.
At home with his parents. So imagine, you know, of course he's already saving more money because he stay at home with his parents and he's not paying rent like you are. Okay, cool. And
you should do the same. You should do the same. He's being financially smart by trying to cut down on his expenses. You should do the same.
You know, you're paying your rent, but like it would be better, like, and you would have more money to focus on like school and other things if your boyfriend was helping you a little bit more. Since
what school and other things? This is the thing, right? He's helping you to focus on yourself. Great. So he's spending money on you so you can be selfish. So you can think about yourself. It's not like, okay, let him chip in, help me out so I can save for a future. No, right? So I can save to, I don't know what, like chip in with shit for them. Instead, how about this? Ask how, if you need it so much, how about get him to live with you? Right? Get him to live with you.
He's not paying rent. How do y'all feel about that? Like, do y'all feel like that's fair? Do y'all feel like the boyfriend shouldn't have to help? Or like, how do y'all feel? Or do y'all feel like if
he shouldn't have to help, right? If he wants to, he could. This is the thing where a lot of women really go astray. Stop making men do things, right? If they want to do it, great. Appreciate it. Appreciate men's acts of kindness. Appreciate men's acts of love. Do not expect it. Do not make it a rule. Do not make it a requirement, because that shit will just turn men off.
the boyfriend is at the girlfriend house often, that he should be helping her or just giving her a couple dollars? Like, what do y'all think? I don't know. Because I feel like, I don't know, if a dude is at my house, you know, a little couple of days throughout the week, you know, you can help out here and there, you know, slide me some money, you know, maybe $300-400.
A couple of dollars. She said $300 or $400. Like, it's nothing. It's like absolute, and this is absolutely ridiculous. Like $300-400 is like nothing, right? It's like women are ridiculous. Just slide you $300-400. That's the insanity of a lot of them. It's like, seriously, he is staying with his parents so he can save money. Him spending $300-400, giving it to you, like every couple days, every couple weeks, is, how's that helping him? How's that helping him, right? Achieve better, right? How's that helping him, you know, saving up money when he has to spend it on you, right? Needlessly. It's not like he's taking you out on a date. He's not treating you nice. No, he needs to give you money so what, you can focus on yourself, right? He needs to give you money so you don't have to pay so much bills, so much rent for you. It's like, this is the thing. And eating your food, it's like, oh God, it's like, so he's eating your food, so you need to itemize everything now, right? The cost of all the things he's eating. It's like, where's the love in any of that?
Yeah, you know, because you're here. So, I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. Okay, I gotta...
And this is why I think a lot of women are failing, right? A lot of women are failing. Pick and choose your path, right? Pick your path. Are you strong and independent? You don't need no man. Or are you not strong, right? You're weak. You need a man. You're dependent on a man, right? You want a man to provide for you. Pick your path. You can't have it all. You cannot be strong, independent, you don't need no man, and then still require men to pay for your time, right? Pay for your, I don't know, the meal in your house. It's like, pick a path. It's like ridiculous. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? What's your thoughts on, you know, this her question, right? How would you feel if your girl, you go over to her house and a couple times now she's asking you to chip in with her rent or her bills or her groceries? It's like, because you're in a relationship, right? That's what amazes me. You're in a relationship. You are supposed to spend time with each other. Now that he has to pay to spend time with you is like absolutely ridiculous. It's asinine. Then you might as well just, then don't be surprised that he's always telling you to come to his place, right? To come to his parents' place. If that's how women think, right? If that's how she's thinking, then don't be surprised that he's telling her to, come over to my room. And then eating your food, it's like that's so, are you even in a relationship, right? You caring about that stuff? It's absolutely ridiculous. But what do you guys think? I think it was a good live. I tried to go about 2 hours, so I think we've gone to that. I mean, I don't want to take up so much of your guys' times, right? I mean, if you guys always want a longer live, please comment, tell me. I would love to know. But I think, 2 hours is a good chunk of time. I don't want to take so much time of you guys, precious time, right? I love you guys, right? You guys are amazing. You guys are everything, right? Your support means the world to me. I humbly thank you. So everybody, Blank Space, Scammer, Rational Primate, thank you for joining. Parasocial, Oren, you're amazing. Terrible that you went on such a shitty date, right? But, that's life. That's life, bro. David, thank you for stopping by. Neo, thank you for stopping by, bro. Blue, thank you for stopping by, right? You guys are amazing, right? You guys are my brothers. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for stopping by my live. You guys are amazing. Oh, and all in the beginning, Rich Soul, you're amazing. Thank you for the donation, right? You are amazing. I love the support, right? So thank you. Hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend, right? Later, guys.